excited today. This is my first time camping since my heart surgery. So we're up at Mount Gilead State Park. Me and my buddy Dave.
Hey guys.
And we're gonna try out some. I'm gonna try out some new equipment. I've got a new hot tent, the StoveHut 70, which is by Pomoly, and it's a hot tent. And I've got my hot stove, and I got lots of wood, and we got lots of wood for a campfire as well. And so we're gonna test out some new stuff. I'm also gonna test out a new quilt that I got from TrailHeadz. It's a sweetheart, and we'll show it to you shortly. We just got here. We had a little Wendy's when we first got to camp here, and we just finished that up. And so now what we're going to do is get some camp set up. It's only, what, 12:30, so we're actually a couple hours early here, but nobody is on the campgrounds. As you can see out the window here, there's hardly anybody around. So I think we'll have the campground pretty much to ourselves tonight, so that'll be good. It's supposed to be, it's a high of like 32, I think, here today, and a low of 22. So should be a good test from a hot tent, and hopefully everything else will work out as well. So, all right, well, here we go. New piece of gear here. It's the flex tail gear automatic air thing. I got this on Amazon. I think I got it for about $25, and it's an air inflator. It's a portable one. It's a little heavier than some, but not very heavy. And I'm going to pump up my Recharge Pariah Recharge XL air mattress. And as I can show you here, I've got a cot for my thing too. I got an army cot by Coleman. I think I got that from Amazon as well. I think I got it for 49 bucks. I couldn't get it through the Coleman site, but I got it through Amazon. So go figure. So I'm going to inflate this Recharge thing here. I don't know if I can hold it while I'm doing it or not, but I'm going to go ahead and time it and see how long it takes me to recharge it. So here we go. So there's a percolator right there on the stove, getting some perk coffee. All right, so the StoveHut 7010 is up. Got the porch mode right now. Dave's sitting in front of the fire, warming his legs. It's had a pot of coffee already, and we're gonna make a little campfire here after a little while. Cook some hot dogs, and I think I'm going to heat up some water on the stove and make some mashed potatoes and mix some Thai chili tuna with it. So yeah, excited about this tent. I really like it. Took a while to put up, but now that I understand how it works better, it shouldn't take me so long the next time. And I have a cot in there, and I think I'm going to enjoy sitting on that too. I've got my Pariah Recharge XL on top of it, and that's going to keep me nice and warm. So there we go. This is the unveiling. This is the Lagoon Nebula. John Ramel from down at TrailHeadz made this for me. It's rated down to 15. It's got 1,000 power fill in it. It's called the Ethereal line. And as an astronomy professor, I'm just thrilled to have this. And even though I'm not hammock camping tonight, I had to make sure that I brought this tonight to try it out. So you can see, got snaps on the bottom. Draw a cord to do the bottom tight. Got snaps all the way up to there. And then there it is, the label. It is really nice, and it is really soft, and it is really light. It's beautiful. Yeah. Man, what do you think so far?
I like it. I'm just trying to stay warm, and this campfire's helping.
Yes, yeah, for sure. We got a little bit of wood that's been down over here. It looks kind of green, but it's softwood, so it should burn. And we got some white birch to mix in with it, so it's burning really, really good right now. So I think we'll be fine. Don't have a lot for tonight and tomorrow, but we got enough wood for the little stove probably. So we're gonna cook some hot dogs. I got some water boiling on the stove. Dave's got some as well, so we have some to make some meals with us. I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes and mix some Thai tuna in with it, and then I'm going to have some hot dogs with that. So real cowboy dinner. What do you think?
Yes, it is.
So just cooking a few hot dogs here on the grill. Not really on the grill, on my fork. I already had some mashed potatoes with Thai tuna in it, so that made them nice and spicy. I really like that. I'm going to have a couple hot dogs, and then I've got some M&Ms for dessert, and then later I got some apple crisp, one of the Mountain House ones I think, or maybe Peak. So I'm going to try that. Well, hello. So I'm in the hot tent tonight. I went to bed a little earlier because it's pretty cold outside. It's supposed to be down in the upper teens tonight. It's a little lower than what I thought it was going to be. And let you see right above me there. You can see I got the hot tent. In the hot tent, I got the stove going. And it's about, well, it's above 75 degrees in here right now. And outside, it's in the low 20s. So this is really, really nice. I'm going to get spoiled in here. I might not ever want to go on a regular camp again, but this is really, really fun. So everything seems to be working good. I've got this cot that I'm sleeping on. It's very comfortable, and it's warm underneath because I've got that Perea recharge thing underneath me, and that's got an R value, I think, of 4.5. So that's nice and comfortable. And I've got my new ethereal quilt, the Lagoon Nebula one that John Ramo made, and it is keeping me nice and warm. I mean, it ought to, because we're in a hot tent, so it's obviously going to keep me warm. But it's really nice. I got some new thermal base layer from Duluth, and it's got like hollow core stuff in it so that it holds the heat better. And it has a hood, so I've got that up over my head, and that's kind of nice too. I don't have to just wear a buff over my ears or anything, so I'm thinking I'm going to leave that on all night and just use that for my hat. And once the stove goes out, then eventually it'll cool off in here again. But I'm going to enjoy the heat while I can, and we'll keep her going for a while, and then eventually I'll let her burn out and go to sleep. And tomorrow morning I'll be able to just get a fire started right off the bat and heat it back up again. So that'll be really great. So hope you're enjoying the stuff here that we're doing. This StoveHut 70 is really nice. I really like it. I know a lot better now that I've put it all together. I know a lot better how to do this a little quicker. So the next time it'll hopefully go up quicker, and I'll be able to set it up better. But overall, for a first pitch, it's really doing good. And so we'll talk more about it tomorrow. I'll give you a little bit more look at it when the light comes again. I got a new down jacket that I'm wearing right now, but I'm going to have to take that off because it's way too hot right now. I've got my wool sweater on underneath, my classic wool sweater that I always wear, so I should be fine tonight. Got some hand warmers if I need them. So, time to go to kind of relax. I may watch a video or something, and then go to sleep. So, good night. Well, it's about 35 degrees in the tent right now, and it was down to about 29 or 28, and it's about 4:15, and I'm not real cold, but I'm sleeping real good here, so thought I'd go ahead and build my fire and warm it up and make myself some cocoa. Got a little frost inside the tent from my breathing. You can see it, but I think it's not too bad for as cold as it's got. So I have a new light here, and it's got red lights as well, so that's helpful when I'm talking to other people. I don't blind them. That's kind of nice. I just picked these up. I think I got 3 for $10 or something at Walmart, and they had batteries with them. So, or maybe I got them at Lowe's. I can't remember. Anyways, they're good, doing good. So I just started the fire, and yeah, I guess I can't see it. I'll have to turn my other lights on. So it's only been about 20 minutes after heating that stove up, and it's already gone from 35 to 63 in here. That shows you how fast this stove heats this tent up. Really amazing how quickly it'll heat up. I've got a fan here. I bought a light and a fan, and I've got the fan blowing here, and it's taking the heat from up in the peak and blowing it down. So it's coming from that peak up there, and it's blowing it down here, so it feels warm coming down here. So that's how hot it is. So if I kept that and didn't have that fan on, it would be even hotter up on the peak here. So yeah, pretty exciting. There is a door over on this side as well. So you got doors on both ends. I left that shut all last night so that it was nice and warm inside the tent. It worked out great. So I wanted to show you a couple things that I did here. This StoveHut has a kind of like a porch mode that you can put it in, and you can use other things like a piece of wood or something to do it, but you can use trekking poles. So there's a trekking pole, 2 of them on the inside and then 2 here. And what you do, there's a little guy out here, but it's got a little hole in it. It's got a little, oh, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's got a place where you can put it in with a guy out. The guy out's for if you want to pull out a little vestibule on this side on the ground. But if you put the little thing inside of here, then what I did was I just made a guy line and just guided out, and so that kept it up, and I did the same thing on that side. You can see the guy out, and boy, that works really great, and it makes it as nice and stiff. Works really good. Another thing I did was some people just take and they draw a circle and then cut out a circle and then put the hole in there. But if you get the hole too big, then if it rains or anything, stuff gets down in there. So what I did was I cut the circle, I drew a circle, and then I cut 6 things across the circle, 3 lines across the circle, kind of like this. And that way I had these little pointy things here. And then what happens, now I didn't worry about it last night, but these things will kind of stay up there like that. And then what happens, that keeps less rain from coming down in on the stove and stuff. If you get that hole too big, then you get, if it starts really raining hard, rain will come down on that stove pretty easily. But if you push these little things up here, and I messed up with one of them. Last night, but if you push those things up, that way you don't get rain coming in. So that's another little hack. So it's a pretty chilly morning here. It got down to, I think, 19 last night, and not only was it 19, but it felt like it was 11 because there was a breeze blowing. So it was a pretty cold night. When my fire went out, it went from about 68 or 70 in the tent down to like, well, I think the lowest I saw was 28 degrees inside the tent. And so that was pretty chilly, but I kept warm with underneath my TrailHeadz Quilt, so that was no problem. But next time I come, I might bring a sleeping bag. I got a 0-degree sleeping bag. Just sleep on top of it till the fire goes out, and then crawl inside of that. So we may do it that way the next time. So yeah, you can see, I think you can see my breath. Maybe you can't now, but so it's pretty cold. I got a new down jacket from Eddie Bauer. Got it on sale for, I think it was like 35 bucks or something. It's kind of like a puffer, and it's good down to about 40 degrees, maybe 35. And then it says that's for comfort, but then they said if you have moderate activity, it's good down to 15 below. 15 below Fahrenheit. So I'm real excited about it. It fits nice and loose, got a hood. This is the first time I've had a hooded jacket, and I really like that. So we tried some new stuff out. Things worked good, and we're going to tear things down now, and I think we're going to Dave and I are going to try to go to Der Dutchman and have a meal there. So that's kind of a tradition when we're up close here. So I'm gonna get busy and start unpacking. No, start packing. Yeah, that's it. Can't even talk this morning, it's so cold.